All right, guys, welcome back. It's day 2 of the hamster species war event. What I've come to learn from it is that every time you roll a dice, these numbers increase. I wasn't paying attention to those in the first round. I kind of needed to let it evolve. I'm not the type of person that immediately sees something for what it is on writing, especially in poor writing, because like this instruction is here, you got some instructions like here, like everything's all over the place, right? So it's not a bad thing. It's just like the way it's presented to you, it's so you kind of have to like really click and pay attention to everything. So it makes it a little overwhelming at first, at least for me, to understand what the hell is going on. So what's going on is that you roll your dice, these numbers go up. And every time these numbers go up, if you click the high street icon, it tells you right here, each 1 point from your dice, it goes up 1 point. And as it goes up 1 point, it goes up plus 10K. Now this is kind of strange because it's kind of a little misleading because it looks like from 9 to 10 it goes green. That's not how it works because it goes from 0 to 40 it flips to green, and then from 40 you have to go up 60 more points to get to the 100 to flip it to blue. This gives me the understanding that this is going to be staying here. This is the hamster event. What's going to be happening? This you're going to be increasing this every cycle, and then you're going to continue doing this all over again, which then you can increase your output and stuff like that. And you can also use your gold bars. Now your gold bars, what they do is like you when you randomly turn them in, he'll give you crap. He'll just randomly give you garbage. So the green ones are actually harder to get than the blue ones. I actually pulled a gold one and all I got was like the 500 tabs, and then some of these points went up. It'll randomly boost up whatever it gives you, and then points will just go to these green ones and it'll boost those up as well. Now the bids, you see these little exclamation points right here? These exclamation points are these what you're bidding for here. I this went way over my head because I thought this, like whatever I was bidding here, I thought I was flipping all of them. Like for example, like you see like the coffee mug one right here is actually like the Michelin restaurant. The Michelin restaurant, you would think if you win this, you would get 15 points to all of the Michelin ones. So it'd be like, 45 points, 15 here, 15 here, 15 here. It doesn't work that way. Only this one gets 15 points. If you're bidding for that and you win that, you get 15 points and it goes towards that. Now, what the other thing that happens is you don't just get those 15 points. Obviously, you get the currency, which is nice. You get the 20 capsule thingy, the hamster chest, and then you get some tickets for the Biozilla shop, which is nice too. Mwah, beautiful, right? Here's where it starts getting complicated, right? Because this is a blind auction. This is a blind auction, so you don't know what your opponent is doing, but you have a good idea that all teams are probably gearing for this. But how do you know if you're guaranteed to win or not? This is how you know. This is my team. I have 29 voters on my team. Can I beat a 32 voting team if they all put their votes on that one? No, it's not possible because they have more people voting. The same thing goes for the top team. The top team is going to beat the second tier team. So both of these two teams are mine, the Snail Den and McDonald's here. We both should be going towards the sides if we were smart, right? Or if we figured it out. Because if they figured it out, that means they're going to be putting just 33 voters or 35. They could even go as far as like 40 voters into the center ones, and they automatically win the first one. And they still have 4 extra votes to put onto the other sides. 2 here, and or even 1-1-1. And there's a possibility that if we both fight for the center one, we lose. But the crazy thing is, if you look at this, the last round, they won everything. The Furious Snails, they won everything. So they spread it out just enough and got the center. That's crazy. What I think we should be doing, people like clubs that are small, that are just don't have that many members, they should be focusing on just one. You should tell your members to focus on one. For example, like this, you can flag them. You can take the flag and you put it on it, or you can mark it and then now it's flagged. So it lets your team know, hey, pay attention to that one. But the thing is that it's not red. It's not like a little exclamation. It should be a little exclamation so that your team could be like, okay, this is where we should be going. Because this doesn't mean anything. I think this blends in way too much. I digress. You tell your teammates in the little chat box, you say, hey, we're going to be going for the Hamster Commercial College. Tell your team, focus on whatever you want. It doesn't even matter. It's just going to increase the number. You want to get a tile, and the chances of you getting a tile versus a team that has more members than you is impossible, because they will beat you with numbers and they'll have spares to kick your ass on other things. So if they're going to put all these numbers onto the guaranteed one to beat you, that means there's going to be not enough for them to beat you on the other side ones. So do that. So I hope that makes sense. I will bet that this comes back in the next rotation because these numbers are way too high to be able to get in a week's worth of time. It's not possible. They're too high. So I'm assuming that the next time you see the hamster event, these green tiles are going to be there, or maybe you'll have one or two or three or four blue ones, and then you'll just continue there, growing them from from blue to purple to then eventually orange, and who knows, maybe red. Uh, wow, that I can imagine it being way months from now. So it doesn't matter. Enjoy this event. I think I figured out basically what I need to do for my club, and hopefully you can figure out what you need to do for your club and for yourself, because ultimately, you're making decisions for yourself and to better your snail power and stuff like that. So I hope this made sense. If you guys have any questions, leave me a comment because I will respond. I will make sure that I'm like, hey, this is what I think. Oh, okay, that's a good question, etc. And if you just leave and don't say anything, and it's basically like you're in class, you didn't raise your hand. I don't give a shit. I assume that you guys got it. So I'll see you guys on the next one, and yeah, until next time, peace, bye.